thoughts here before tip-off?
No, I think the general feel is just pretty confident. The Wildcats came out and played Cleveland Heights earlier this season, came away with the win. Only other thing I'm thinking about is Peter Chalhoub told me right before we left to drive here today that there were going to be 800 kids in the student section.
Wow.
I think he was off by a little bit, unless there are people on the way finding parking like I was. It does take a little while. Just had no clue where to go, but that's not important. It looks like a pretty solid showing for the long drive.
Definitely not an easy drive.
Yeah, of course we are pretty known for showing up 20 minutes late.
So Maruka can't bring down the opening tip. It'll be Cleveland Heights basketball to start off tonight's action. Rondell Pollard has it off to the right side. He's guarded by Efforts. Ravel Duncan out there as well for the Tigers. He's the primary scorer for Cleveland Heights. And an early drive and an early foul there by Hosea Steele, the sophomore for Heights. Go to the free throw line here. 7:35 to go here in the first quarter.
I think up here from this angle, you can see really the size difference between these two teams. Malik Williams is the tallest player on the court by far and a lot bigger than Owen Maruka as well.
So Steele off on the first free throw. He's got a second one upcoming here. Knocks down the second. So Cleveland Heights will take the first lead of the game at 1-0.
Yeah, and Cleveland Heights come out early with that 1-3-1 press like John Luca was talking about. It's something the Wildcats struggled a little bit with last game. Hopefully they found an answer.
Buckner looked like he had a wide open lane to the basket and then had the ball poked away from behind. It'll go out of bounds. We'll get the foul on to Sean Hill. CJ Little inbound, just down to our left. Get it into Maruka. Maruka up top, gets it off to Efforts. John loses his dribble up near half court. A timeout going to be called by Coach Cam Joyce. An early First Federal Lakewood timeout. Here comes with 7:13 to go in the first quarter. The St. Ignatius Broadcast Network is brought to you by First Federal Lakewood. First Federal Lakewood is rooted in the communities they serve and has supported the personal and business-making needs of its customers since 1935. You can visit them at ffl.net to learn more.
This is the Wildcats' first game here at Kent State Arena of the season. And something to notice about this gym is that the baskets are way far off the walls. It's not like Sullivan Gym. It's a little bit like Elyria Catholic, where you kind of struggle with that depth perception. I think in the first couple games you play here, I was talking about this earlier this week, but it's a really different feel. It's like at the Final Four from March Madness, everybody talks about how different it is playing in a football stadium. There's no wall.
Yeah, Matt, you're absolutely right. That's a lot of problems shooters have. They really like the baskets more connected to the walls and far off, because it really does much of that depth perception.
There you go.
Whoa, sorry about that.
This gym is also just like 3 times as tall as Sullivan Gym. It's a totally different feel.
Little nearly comes away with the basketball. It just falls right back in the hands of Cleveland Heights.
Great defense from Braden.
Efforts goes down to the baseline to Maruka. Efforts deep three from the NBA line. Just a little bit long off the back of the rim. So that's just a reference for the viewers watching at home. The Wildcats and the Tigers will be shooting from the white three-point line, the nearest to the basket of the three-point lines on the floor. Clock runs past 6 minutes, 5:55 to go in the first. Cleveland Heights leads 1-0. Just that lone free throw coming from Steele.
I think we forgot to mention the fast start in the pregame, and the Wildcats just forgot about it.
Ace Buckner, straight up, good defense. And the rebound just goes right back to Malik Williams. Williams gives the Tigers a 3-0 lead. Buckner goes back up to Little. Little to the basket. High off the glass, just too much spin. PJ was looking for a foul. Efforts pokes it away at half court. Goes down to Saponiak. Saponiak up and under. Goes off the glass for two. And while just for 2 points here with 5 minutes to go in the first, I think that's just a huge basket for the Wildcats, especially at this stage in the game where the fast start is so crucial to them, and they kind of missed the opportunity on that, but they cannot fall too far behind. And I say that as Deshaun Hill nails a three. Give Cleveland Heights a 6-2 lead. Buckner up top, he launches a three ball. Short, Saponiak right there for the rebound. Just puts it right up off the glass. Little pokes that long pass away. Falls back into the hands of John Efforts. Efforts looking to go to the basket. Off to Maruka. Maruka. Wildcats is dominating down low in the paint right now. That's where all 6 of their points have come from.
And on the fast break, too. The Wildcats are not usually a fast break team. Here we could see another one.
Like I said, dominating down low. It's something that Cleveland Heights doesn't prioritize a lot. And obviously we're taking advantage of it, especially with those second chance points so far.
That is Ravel Duncan's 3rd turnover already on the game. The Tigers' primary ball handler. So 6-6 our score here between Cleveland Heights and St. Ignatius. 3:58 to go here in the first quarter from Kent State University. If you're just joining us, I'm Danny Gibble, joined alongside Matt Kelly, John Luca DiGiacomo, and Jack Hudek. Up here above the Max Center court. Efforts launches a three, rattles it home.
Bang. Cats' first lead of the game.
That's what you like to see from Efforts, is that ambition. There was some rumors going around that he wasn't going to be able to play. A little bit going wrong with his elbow, but looking pretty confident out there. Stroking off second shot of the game.
Yeah, he's got the arm sleeve on. We don't usually see from him. That might be for his elbow, but really good to have him. He's doing today so far, already twice what we've seen in the playoffs is taking those contested threes with a hand in his face. He's really confident in his ability to just gauge where the basket is.
Wildcats out this press early. It's worked well for them in the playoffs. And already here tonight. It's another three ball. Goes up from Cleveland Heights. Misses the rim altogether. Falls right back into the hands of Duncan.
He won't be hearing the end of that tonight.
Yeah, you don't want to airball three early in the game.
Student section's already enjoying it.
Duncan over in the corner, goes up top to Hill. Hill slings that around. That three ball once again off the mark. And shot up from Shamarian Hardy. Little looks to drive, kicks it back out to Buckner. Buckner, mid-ranger, draws the foul.
Wildcats with a chance here to score 11 points in the last 2 minutes after not scoring any in about the first three. A slow start, but a really good comeback. They've got all the momentum right now in this gym.
Buckner sinks the first. The three-man substitution now for the Wildcats. Matt Ellis, Carter Jackson, and CJ Yarian check into the game here with 3:12 to go in the first quarter.
Matt Ellis, another guy who's gone quiet throughout a lot of these playoffs. Looking for a little breakout tonight.
Yeah, who doesn't love to see Matt Ellis sink a couple three-pointers?
Yeah, and with how spread out the Wildcats have been on offense so far this game, I think that really favors him.
Buckner's going to bring it down the floor here for the Cats. He's up top, guarded tightly by Hardy. Buckner crosses over to the lane. All poked out of his hands. It's the second time Buckner's gone down there looking for a layup. The ball will be last touched by Cleveland Heights. Little will inbound once again on the baseline. Lobs it into Yarian. Yarian up top. Ellis thought about the three. We'll pull it back down. 2:40 to go here in the opening quarter. Buckner with it. He's going to look to drive once again. Shifts in the air. Hits the hardwood. You say it went out of bounds. Off the Wildcats. Rondell Pollard will inbound. Get it into Duncan. Duncan will bring it down the floor. He's guarded by Ellis. 2:25 to go here in the first quarter. Wildcats lead 11-8. Ellis nearly with a steal. That regained by Pollard. Duncan sneaks past Ellis, drives.
What a drive.
Wow. Carter really got lucky there that the foul wasn't called.
Little takes off down the floor, crosses half court. We'll give it to Yarian up top, the three-pointer. Yari with a nice fake out and then right to the basket. Lays it in with the right hand on the left side. CJ gets on the board for his first 2 points of the night.
Ellis with this tough matchup again. He just looks a little bit out athleticism.
Little pokes that one away right back into the hands of Hale. Buckner goes down the floor. Ellis out running. Can't get the layup to go. Rebound brought down by Duncan. Duncan being swarmed over by the bench. His foot did step out of bounds. Carter Jackson was right up in his face. So A.J. Fletcher checks in for the first time this evening. He'll sub in for Buckner here with 1:06. Little will cross the half-court line. Bounce pass it over to Jackson. Jackson tries to go down low to a cutting Ellis, but there are 3 Tigers in the way of that pass. Pass goes right over the head of Fletcher. It was looking like Pollard was trying to get it to the hands of Duncan, but just miscommunication between the 2 Tigers. It's another turnover for Cleveland Heights, and it'll be Wildcat basketball.
I was going to say the Wildcats look like they've been playing pretty loose off-ball defense relative to what we're used to, except for that case. A.J. Fletcher looks like he's face guarding number 0, Rayvel Duncan. Duncan already with 2 points, but that 2 coming from that really strong drive against Ellis. Duncan looks like a threat. I like the Wildcats really trying to just shut him down.
Little drives off balance, spins it in off the glass. So 15-10, the Wildcats lead here, 15 seconds to go. Cleveland Heights with the basketball down at their end of the floor. Shot doesn't go for Cleveland Heights. Carter Jackson brings down the rebound.
Oh.
Loses track of time and doesn't get that last shot up at the buzzer. So that'll be the end of the first quarter here on the SIBN. The St. Ignatius Wildcats lead the Cleveland Heights Tigers 15-10 after 1. I'd like to remind you that Wildcat Athletics are brought to you by insurance agent Mike Sakarik, St. Ignatius class of 1991. Great things happen when you feel protected. Don't let an accident, fire, or flood put a strain on your personal finances. Let Mike put together a unique solution for your home and auto insurance that will protect your family. If this sounds like the protection you would like from your insurance, give Mike Sakarik a call or a text at 440-429-2317 or go to MikeSakarikinsuranceagent.com and get started today.
Oh, man. Tragedy strikes the St. Ignatius Broadcast Network.
So here in the second quarter, the 5 on the floor will be Ace Buckner. He's back in the game alongside A.J. Fletcher, Carter Jackson, Matt Ellis, and C.J. Yarian. Yarian down low going to work. His high floater push shot doesn't quite work out. Rebound will be brought down by Cleveland Heights. Nearly goes out of bounds, but Deshaun Hill chases it down. Nearly steps out of bounds down to the baseline. Duncan's layup doesn't go. Gets his own rebound and then goes 2 hands off the glass. Yarian lost his footing. Couldn't go up for that rebound. Wildcats now lead by 3, 15-12. Buckner down the lane. Layup doesn't go once again.
Oh! The rejection.
Jackson gets his man in the air and then goes up. And he'll head to the foul line. The number 2 will head 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, smart play there from Carter Jackson with the pump fake and the jump stop and the fast break. Gets him every time to jump.
He did have Ellis in the corner, though.
Oh, did he?
I think he did.
Jackson misses the first from the line. John Evers will check back into the game now for Matt Ellis as Jackson toes the stripe for his second of 2 shots. Gets that one to fall. Gives the Wildcats a 16-12 lead as the clock runs past 7 minutes. Jaden Lawson being guarded by Fletcher. Sling it over to Hardy. Duncan looking to drive and call a foul. Looks like it'd be on Ace Buckner.
Cleveland Heights seems to be really packing it in inside on offense. Might be trying to free up that outside shot, especially from the corners.
Duncan will inbound down at the far end. Looking to get it in, lobs it in to Lawson. Tigers will pass around to the perimeter, then a very low arcing 3-point shot rattles in and out from Hardy. The Wildcats bring down the board. John Efforts with it now. 6:18 to go here in the first half. Efforts will walk it past half court. Jackson has the ball. So off his shoe, and Mike Coyne down at the other end. It's a very slow bounce pass out to the corner. Lawson puts up a floater, and it falls.
Cats again out to a slow start to the quarter. 1 point through 2 minutes.
Buckner goes down low to Yarian. Yarian for the mid-range jumper. Hits it. Very nice shot there from CJ. Lawson with it up top. Kick it out over to Hosea Steele. Steele back up top to Duncan. The Tigers just passing it around the perimeter right now. .5:15 here to go in the second quarter.
Oh!
Hardy looked to go up over Yarian and then just never shot the ball.
Don't usually see guys lag like that.
Nope. Shondo Green, Braden Saponiak into the game now for the Wildcats. Efforts cuts toward the basket, kicks it out. Saponiak for 3. That one's off the mark. Rebound nearly brought down by Shondo Green, but instead brought down by Coyne. That pass right back into the hands of Saponiak. Little. Great job on Steele there as he was driving to the basket. Efforts thought about the 3, instead he'll kick it out to Buckner. Buckner's 3 is a little bit long. Saponiak grabs the rebound. Great positioning down low. Shot won't go, but Saponiak's going to have free throws coming up here with 4:38 to go in the second quarter.
Cats are getting a lot of good shots on the fast break on offense and really clamping on the fast break on defense. In a game with a lot of turnovers so far from each team, that's been really key in keeping the lead, but also keeping Cleveland Heights to only 14 points, already a third through the 32 minutes of this game.
Zaponiak sinks the first from the line. Second one off the mark.
Yeah, free throws just been something that the Wildcats have been struggling with all the playoffs. As a whole, as a team, they're shooting 61% from the stripe. You gotta do better than that.
Coyne, corner three. That one's good. Mike Coyne, a really on and off shooter for the Tigers. Saw that in the game at Cleveland Heights. Took a lot of threes, none of them fell. That one does. Shondo Green nails the triple. Haven't seen a lot of Shondo the past couple of games, but checks in here and makes the most of his opportunity.
I think it's his first game back from injury this playoffs.
Yeah, he did play in that first game against John Marshall, but yeah, he's been out since, some with his ankle. But good to see him back hitting a relatively contested three-pointer on his first shot.
And Shondo again, fadeaway jumper.
Bang.
There you go.
Hey, Shondo?
Shondo Green feeling himself here early. Checking into the game here in the second quarter. 3:38 to go in the first half. Three ball long, rebound CJ Little. Little nearly loses it, instead regains the composure of the basketball, drives, goes through the lane and gets it off the glass. There's a timeout called by J.B. Bremer. The Wildcats have opened up a 26-17 lead here with 3:22 to go in the second quarter. We have First Federal Lakewood timeout.
Like I said, it's on the fast break. The Wildcats are doing a really good job balancing between seeing if they're open, but also playing really unselfishly. We've seen Wildcats take it coast to coast. We've seen fast breaks with 5 or 6 passes, but it's been going down really well.
So Jack, someone once told me basketball is a game of runs. So how important is it for the Wildcats to finish strong here in these remaining 3 minutes, 22 seconds, and really finish strong going into halftime?
Oh, it's very important. If you end on a really good run in the second half, going into the second half, that could be huge for the rest of the game.
Marion Hardy, guarded by Efforts. With it off to the right side.
Spreading it out all along the perimeter. They want some isolation ball and some drives one-on-one. Cats aren't giving it to them.
Yeah, it's a really nice defensive possession by everyone.
Coyne hands it off over to Duncan. Extremely long possession now for the Tigers. That shot off the mark from Hardy. Buckner pulls down the board. And that's some of the Wildcats struggled with all season long, is even when they were playing extremely strong defense, is they would give up those three-pointers like a minute into the possession, and it would just kill all the momentum that they gained over that course of that minute. So they did a great job there, forcing the bad shot and getting down the rebound. Just ended that possession in its tracks.
Yeah, and that comes from what we see all years. The Wildcats are so good at keeping teams outside the three-point line for an entire possession. And after about a minute or so, they just get frustrated. They chuck up a three, and if the Wildcats slack for a second, that could end up being a good shot. That three could be open. So it's so key to just stay on throughout.
Go down low to Steele. Steele puts up the shot. And he's fouled by Little. So Steele will head to the free throw line once again. That's how we started this game, with number 4 for Cleveland Heights at the free throw line. So Steele gets the first. Between the first and second shots, CJ Yarian and Carter Jackson will re-enter for Shondo Green and John Efforts. So Steele gets them both to fall. Cuts the lead now to 7. Pontiac gets it into Carter Jackson. Little gets some direction in from the sideline. Buckner uses Yarian as a screen, goes inside, spins it off the glass. So Pontiac down there gets the rebound. They'll get Braden for the travel.
Yeah, if you're Braden there, you just got to try and draw the foul there, go up with it right away into the body of number 21.
That was Malik Williams. Like you said, Matt, by far the biggest guy on the floor right now.
Yeah, Zaponic just has no chance down low without any speed, just completely flat to score on Malik Williams.
Lob it down to Steele. Steele up on Yarian. Blocked again by CJ.
Taylor.
Another crisp swap.
On the other end. Oh.
Little brings down the rebound after a couple missed shots. And he falls right back into the hands of Pollard. Pollard down the floor to Hill. Hill drives on Yarian. Misses that shot as well. Good defense once again down low.
3 on 2.
No look pass to Little. Little off the glass and in. Ace Buckner, Little underhand flick pass over to CJ Little. Under a minute now to go, 45 seconds here in the second quarter.
Back up to that 9-point lead. Can the Cats make it double digits before the end of the half? Just the 5th team foul of the half there on Ace Buckner. No free throws yet.
Buckner's second foul.
That basket from CJ Little, his 6th point of the game. The point guard who struggled so much to score throughout the whole season and the whole playoffs. Got a steady 6 points in this first half.
He's over that layup a quarter we've talked so much about. Duncan up top, he's gonna try to cross over on Yarian. Goes down low and gives it off to Steele at the last moment. Steele's layup is good off the glass. Little's up to the races. What a pass to Sean Martin. Don't know how CJ Little found Martin down the floor there, but got it done.
Mike Sakarik, assist of the game. No question.
Oh, for sure. He tried that earlier with Shondo, but with a little bit of a deflection, he bobbled it a bit, but I'm glad he got that to go. Beautiful.
6 seconds to go.
Sean Hill down low, kicks it out to Duncan. Hardy. The shot goes. They're going to say it's a 2 and it counts.
I don't think he got it
Pollard,
off.
excuse me.
They always say if it looks close in real time, he usually didn't get it off.
So we'll head into our Cleveland home title halftime show here on the SMN Wildcats. Gonna lose a little bit of the lead they had at that last second 2-point shot by Pollard, but they still lead by 7, 30-23. As we enter the halftime here from the Mack Center. I'd like to remind you that the St. Ignatius Broadcast Network is presented by Cleveland Home Title. Cleveland Home Title is a full-service title insurance and escrow company with offices in Westlake, Woodmere, and Brunswick. Many of their customers are in Northeast Ohio, but they handle residential and commercial real estate transactions throughout the state. Their staff of professionals customer commitment that it takes to ensure a smooth process from start to finish. You can find out for yourself. Contact Bill Cricket, St. Ignatius Class of 1992 by going online to clevelandhometitle.com for more information. So guys, first impressions on that first half. What do you think of the Wildcats' effort so far?
I think I really like the game plan. It looks like our priorities are to really push down the fast break. When we're in the offense, to take whatever Cleveland Heights gives us. We don't want to force anything. We're taking outside shots, taking inside shots. We're finding cutters on cuts we don't usually see. And just getting second chance points, really a lot of offensive boards. And on defense, keep them outside the three-point line. No easy threes. It's worked really well.
Yeah, I'm liking that the Wildcats have the ability to get the ball up the court so easily. Last time they played Cleveland Heights, they just struggled a little bit against this 1-3-1 press, but tonight they're just getting the ball up with ease and being able to set up an offense and get some easy layups or some open threes. So
yeah, and they're being clean while bringing that ball up. Only 4 team turnovers so far.
Yeah, that's very good. And one thing I've noticed over the course of the playoffs is that turnovers per game ratio being lowered slowly but surely. Obviously, it was a huge problem for us early in the year, but it's starting to dim down when it matters most, which is most important. But yeah, I really just going off of what you two said, just breaking down the inside is what we've been doing best with the second chance points as well. But I think they've also been penetrating our defense quite well, and that's something that we're going to have to counteract come the second half.
Yeah, we've gotten saved by CJ Ayen a couple times there down low, and by Ace Buckner playing really good defense, but the drives are getting somewhat to the block, and those layups are being there. We've seen some possessions where the Wildcats don't let any drives into the key at all for over a minute, and other times where it's just too easy for Cleveland Heights. Guys, what do you think the adjustment is for the Wildcats to stop that, really where most of the offense is coming from for Cleveland Heights?
They got to come out like some dogs this second half.
You do in practice every day. I know.
I don't know.
Where you're working one-on-one from the three-point line.
Ignatius.
You and the offensive player, you and the defensive
Ignatius
player.
came to play.
You got to figure out. It just takes time and time of experience. I know I'm not very good at doing that in my CWO games because I do it like 3 times a year, but these guys have hundreds of reps of experience. They know how to do it. Just trust yourself. Play strong defense.
Yeah, for the Wildcats, I really like what they've been doing. Like, now we brought up A.J. Fletcher's defense, who's literally face guarding his man on defense for the entirety of the possession, whether or not he was anywhere near the basketball. That's the Wildcats. Every single player on the floor needs to do that, and they need to understand that when they get off the bench, not over the scores table, that if you go into the game right now, you need to play 100% of the defensive effort that the entirety of the time you're in the game, because it's worked so far, and there's no reason why it shouldn't work coming out here in the second half.
Yeah, it's evident with the Wildcats that, I mean, not only with the talent, but also the energy and the dedication on defense, the depth of this team. You know, you got those starting 5. They get a lot on you. Just get in your head, all that smash mouth, the grit, the aggression. And, you know, you expect it to ease up a little bit once guys off the bench come in, but that is not the case at all. Guys like A.J. Fletcher, Carter Jackson, Shondo Green, C.J. Gary, and all those guys still bring that tough, just fast-paced defense from the.
yeah, most of the problems that the Wildcats have on defense they yell, screen, screen. You got to talk throughout the whole possession. Even if you're tired, you got to let your teammates know where you're at, if they're by themselves, if they have help. And that usually that actually promotes energy for the Wildcats defense.
With that, we'll head into our Coolix Jewelers players to watch for this second half. Of course, the SABN is brought to you by Coolix Jewelers in Westlake at the corner of Crocker and Center Ridge Roads. They offer the highest quality gems, jewelry, timepieces, and giftware. At Coolix Jewelers, you will find a commitment to personal service and integrity. Coolix Jewelers can take care of all your jewelry needs, from repairs that are done on their premises to that extra special purchase. Choose a piece from their Brado collection by Baraggio or a stunning piece from unique designers such as Roberto Coin, Bellari, Bruning, and many others. Family owned and operated for more than 70 years, Donald Kolick, St. Ignatius class of 1977, and the rest of his staff at Kolick Jewelers are ready to assist you with all your jewelry needs. 2 miles south of Crocker Park in Westlake, you can visit them at www.kolickjewelers.com.
For me, my player to watch, and this might be a little bit surprising, is CJ Arian. I've been a little down on him in the last couple games, mostly just for kind of his shot selection. I don't think it's been great. But tonight, it's been on defense. He's been the one creating the fast breaks for the Wildcats with his blocks and his rebounds. That's where the Wildcats have been getting momentum, been getting their points, and that's how they've been winning this game. And I want to see him keep doing it in the second half.
CJ's got 4 points, a rebound, and 2 blocks. The only guy on the team registered with a block tonight.
Hoop, shoot from deep, whatever it is. Those shots will start falling for him eventually.
Yeah, Ace is he's struggled a bit, but yeah, I do like the confidence. I think he can pick himself back up. He started 0 for 5, but like you said, confidence is it's very important. It's very keen on improving yourself. And honestly, if he keeps shooting, I know he's definitely capable of pulling himself out of that slump. For me, it's got to be Braden Saponiak. He's just been there, right place, right time, this entire first half, and I think he's going to be capable of really just running up the score tonight. He's just so good inside, nobody really realizes. And obviously with 4 rebounds and 2 steals, he could be very well contributing to this offense come the second half. I do like the pick of CJ Arian though, for sure. You know, noticing when he plays more inside roles, I don't think he realizes how good he is on the inside. You know, he definitely does like to stick to his perimeter shooting. But I mean, the blocks, the presence, the intimidation that he offers when he's inside, whether that be the paint or on the block, it works wonders, especially on the defensive end. So I really do like what he's doing today. So that's a great shout out by Matt as well.
Yeah, Braden's a guy we've been really high on, I know, on the SIB in the past couple of games, really the last quarter. So of the regular season, then in the playoffs, he's really been playing some great basketball.
He's pretty much a player to watch from one of us in every game.
Yeah, for sure.
And,
And then for myself in the second half, we CJ Little coming in with arguably one of his best first halves all year with the 6 points.
Get this game
And then the 4 assists as well. But I think if CJ can put up 6 points again, maybe even turn up a notch, and find that 5th gear that we see from him. It's spurts throughout the season, but if he can go all out throughout the entirety of the second half, wouldn't be surprised to see him well into double digits tonight. And then those assist numbers just going to keep climbing, especially with that incredible court vision that he has. We've seen it all season long. We've seen it even more here tonight.
what Jack said about Ace, I think, is definitely right. And I think Ace is probably the most complete offensive player on this team because he's the best at creating shots for himself. We saw him drive so well so many times in that first half, and I think a lot of the times where we thought he was struggling was what he kind of just lost control of the ball, got fouled, took a bad step, just a second or two right before the finish. He's so close to having 12, 14 points in this game.
Yeah, CJ definitely very deadly, pushing up the field for sure. Just going back on Braden, he is one of the most efficient scorers on this team. He's shooting 59% on the season, which is very, very good.
Quarter, baby.
And looking at the playoffs so far, he is actually shooting 78%.
Third quarter started high.
A very efficient player. Keeps his shot selection. I'm kind of conservative, but at the same time, they're all pretty good, high percentage shots.
Get it going,
You want to say it's easy to shoot above 70% when most of your shots are inside 5 feet, but that's Braden making that happen. I mean, that's where he figured out his role. That's where he belongs, and he plays it really well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Gianluca, like you were saying earlier, he always just seems to be at the right place at the right time, always getting those loose balls, just putting them right back up.
He's got that IQ. I remember Tristan Thompson during, I think, the 2016 NBA Finals talked about his strategy for rebounding. He was talking about the percentage of where the ball goes when it comes from this side, from this distance. And it seems like Zapaniak, either explicitly or just kind of has that intuitive knowledge. He's always getting rebounds and always getting open for slashes.
Just hopefully Braden's longevity on his career is a little better than Tristan Thompson's.
They over there trying to get
He's
bouted in the little
focused on the court instead of all the
section.
drama off the court.
That's all we'll say on that matter.
Oh yeah,
They
nothing
over
much
there
more to
trying
touch
to
up
get
on.
bouted in the student section.
So focusing back on the court here from Kent State, Wildcats will come out with Ace Buckner, John Efforts, C.J. Little, Braden Sapaniak, and Owen Maruka. Sean Hill looks to drive. Instead kicks it out. Duncan for three right below us. That one rattles in and out. C.J. Little goes up high, brings down the board.
Cats got bailed out there. Something went wrong on defense. Very typical in the first possession of a quarter.
Little nearly has the ball stolen away from him. Rather, he did, but just regained possession. Efforts driving baseline. Goes to Sapaniak.
All right, let's go.
Dangerous passes. Maruka dives on top of the loose ball. Referee will signal a jump down at the far end.
Yeah, personally to me, it looked like John could just went up with a reverse layup right there instead of trying to make that pass.
I think it's always scary with Malik there in the paint, though. You never know exactly where he is.
Good defense. Good defense.
Kick it out to Little. Little drives, kicks to Sapaniak. Sapaniak gets fouled from behind on the way up.
Yeah, he could have just went up.
So Jose Steele gets called for the foul as Sapaniak will head to the free throw line. And sinks the first one. So Sapaniak will go 2 for 2 from the line. 3 for 4 on the game. Look at Owen Maruka for that foul. Glad it wasn't Ace Buckner. It was over in that region as well. That would have been his third. 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Wildcats lead 32-23. Duncan drives around. Maruka goes high, up and under, off the glass steal.
Good rebound. Good
rebound
rebound.
his own guy. Malik
Way to
Williams,
keep fighting.
nonetheless, gets the layup
Way to keep
off
fighting.
the rebound. Sapaniak wide open toward the basket, kicks out. Efforts corner
leave
three.
him open.
Rattles in and out. Flies high into the air. Rebound, Cleveland Heights.
And on that last possession, Heights had one of the weirdest full court presses I've ever seen. It's just a full court man off ball lockdown press where they just force Zapaniak to take it coast to coast, completely shutting off Buckner and Little.
Duncan gives it off to Williams. Williams over to Hill. Hill drives in with a full head of steam.
Let's go.
Powers right past Sapaniak, gets inside with a layup, cuts the lead down to 5 here, 32-27. Little with it up top. Kicks over to Buckner. Buckner's pass cut it a little bit close there, trying to get it to Efforts.
Watch out. Ref
Foul
ready.
closely
Ref
from
ready
behind
to
by
call
Pollard.
on you. Good defense.
Pontiac drives. It's around Williams.
Nice.
Gets the
Bucket.
shot to go. daunting task for Saponiak to drive right on Malik Williams.
Good pass.
You don't expect Malik Williams to usually go for the charge call like he did on that play. Seems like he should be able to shut down Saponiak, but Brady knows he just can't guard him.
Buckner does pick up his third foul here. Just bumped Duncan after he caught a pass. A lot more perimeter passing here for Cleveland Heights.
A lot more off-ball movement as well. They're really going with the passing cut.
Hill drives on Saponiak, instead he'll give it out to Williams. Williams tries to spin inside. It's ball poked away by Saponiak. Him and Williams are wrestling for it on the ground. They'll say it was a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Cleveland Heights.
And that was really the first time we've seen Williams try to one-on-one one of the cats down low. There he was going on Maruka. Got a little nervous there for a sec. Here Williams heads out, but Saponiak, great team health defense, recognizing the threat.
Easy over and back call goes on Ravel Duncan. And checking in for Maruka is CJ Yarian. 7-point lead here for the Wildcats with 4:22 to go in the third quarter. Little with it up top, gets a screen. Kicks it out to the corner instead of Jackson. Yarian with a mid-range jumper, knocks it down.
Good
That shot is on tonight for CJ. He's 2 for 3 from outside in mid-range.
Ravel Duncan goes around the defender with a Euro step and then gets called for the offensive foul. Efforts look all by himself, gives it down to Saponiak. His passing beats the press there for the Wildcats. Carter Jackson.
Missed oop opportunity there. Yarian was pointing up. He just didn't see him.
That type of communication needs to be priority number one for the Wildcats.
Yeah, it really does. Oh, but that could have been so sweet right in front of the student section.
Saponiak trying to go to work down low. It's just
Good defense. Good defense.
Whoa. Lost among the trees down low. And
not leaving this man alone for his air ball in the first quarter.
It's not hard. Just don't airball your first 3 of the game.
Yeah, well, it's fair enough.
Actually, I think he hit a 3 right before that one. Came down and airballed, but
yeah.
nobody remembers that.
Oh, that's
another
more
air
candy
ball
for the student section.
Jackson right to the basket.
Oh, what a try.
Left hand, strong finish there for Carter. 38-27. Pollard picks up a screen, kicks it back up top to Hardy. Hardy's three's long. Goes off the hands, right back into the hands of Hardy. Hardy's shot again doesn't go. Efforts as the rebound fall right into his lap and bring it down the floor. He bounce passes over to Little. Little's going to drive, split defenders. He gets the ball poked away.
Come on, man. Y'all about let this get out of hand.
So yeah, look at the foul on CJ Yarian. checking in here with 2:29 to go in the third will be A.J. Fletcher and Matt Ellis. And Little, Jackson, and Yarin will stay. Hardy launches a deep 3 ball. That one's good.
Good shot. Good shot.
Yeah, that's the second possession in a row where he's been
Good shot.
pulling the shot from behind the NBA three-point line.
Little nearly lost it. Gets into the hands of Fletcher. Fletcher cuts to the basket.
Good rebound.
And Jackson puts up a shot and gets
There
fouled.
we go. Come on. Oh.
A little bit of a late call, but Carter Jackson's going to the free throw line nonetheless.
Right. That call was late. Come on with the late call. Come on with the late call.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, I haven't looked at the season stats in a while, but I believe Carter Jackson is far and away, as far as quantity goes, he's far and away the Wildcats' best free throw shooter.
What,
Yeah,
the student
absolutely.
section jersey day?
Yeah, he's coming in at about 69, 70% in the season.
They all jerseyed out over
45
there.
for 64 before this game. Also leads in fouls, and if we had that stat, fouls drawn for sure.
He's almost a guaranteed charge a game.
He's definitely, I think, by a landslide, the most aggressive player on this team.
Don't move that boy.
Hardy pulls.
Ooh, from deep. Come on.
That one just a little bit
Good,
long.
good rebound. Let's go.
Yeah,
Right back in
Harden
the
Get
hands
back
of him.
out.
definitely not afraid to shoot the ball.
Ooh, he
For good reason, too. He's knocking him down. He gets that one to go as well.
Definitely
Yeah,
not.
this quarter, he really
definitely
seemed
not afraid to
be
shoot
the
that.
only one to provide them offense. Wildcats got to find an answer to shut him down.
Ellis is going to drive, go over his back to Yarin. Yarin
Good
down
boy.
low. Hits the finish.
Good boy.
Cats are 3 points away from a perfectly consistent offensive game so far. They've scored 15 in the first and the second.
Jackson nearly pokes it away, and he does. Ellis diving on top of it. We'll call a jump. It'll be Wildcat
Turnover.
basketball. Carter Jackson, Matt Ellis all over that
Turnovers.
loose ball. Ace Buckner will check in here for C.J. Little with 44.2 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Matt Ellis got himself going with the assist there. Can we see a 3 from the sophomore?
Fletcher over to the left side. Gives it back up top to Yarin. Yarin over to Buckner. Fletcher was open, he just got the ball a little bit too late. 30 seconds now, runs past on the clock. Jackson looks to drive, kicks out. Yarin open for 3 in the corner. Just rattles in and out, just a tad short. Would have been a huge shot there for CJ. But Lawson wide open down low, just beat the defense down to the basket. Now 10 seconds on the clock for the Wildcats. They try to get the last points. Buckner open for 3 up top.
Oh,
Just long off the rim. Rebound grabbed by Fletcher. He's got a second to get it off. And then gets blocked over on that far corner. So the Wildcats and the Tigers will head into the fourth quarter with the St. Ignatius
time.
Wildcats
What
on
y'all
top
gonna
42 to 34.
What y'all gonna do, Tigers? What is y'all gonna do, Heights?
yeah, that third quarter for Cleveland Heights was really kind of a one-man show for
Wake
Hardy, number
up.
3. Wildcats got to find an answer to stop him offensively. He's been killing them on the shot and on the pass.
Wake up. Coach doing a damn good job with that program over there, Nation. Damn good job, Coach.
Student section, I think, really came to play. Definitely exceeded my expectations. It's a pretty long drive, so seeing all these guys out here to support the team, it means a lot to them, and it's pretty great to see.
Yeah, the number we heard all week to fill that lower section was 500. That's what was hoped for. It looked like looks like it might be around 150, which is still very good. About 10% of the student body.
Okay, they let them get gangster. Let's go. Let's go. Let them play.
Faulkner goes down low to Yarin. Yarin working down low.
Oh, come on.
Got a foul call down low on Cleveland Heights. We'll give it to Jose Steele.
6-point lead right now for the Wildcats. It was 5 points at the end of the first quarter, so really nothing has changed. They've just let Cleveland Heights stay in this game.
Fletcher goes down low. Looked like hesitating, trying to draw the foul, but doesn't get one, but gets the basket instead.
Good to score this early in the quarter. We just got to keep it going. There's no reason we can't score every possession on offense, but can't let them score like that. It's back-to-back now to start this quarter. Cleveland Heights with just 2 easy layups down low.
38-44. Pass is tipped away by the Tigers. Lawson down the floor, goes around Buckner. The layup goes. The Tigers cut it down to 4. Jackson drives off the glass. His shot doesn't go. And all of a sudden, the Tigers smell blood on the water. They're on the attack.
Wow, that's a big shot.
Cam's going to let him play.
About a 7-point swing in less than a minute. Unbelievable work there from the Tigers to bring themselves within 1. And they are finally starting to hear this crowd. A jolt in energy, a huge momentum shift here. These are 2 very important free throws for Carter Jackson.
I'm a little surprised Cam's letting him play. I thought he would have called a timeout after that. But Cam's got faith in his guys.
So Carter Jackson will head to the free throw line.
I'm loving the student
big free
section
throws.
jerseys.
Carter will sink the first. The reinforcements have arrived for the blue and gold. John Efforts, Braden Saponiak, and C.J. Little.
Pretty small lineup, but a very scoring-heavy lineup. Kind of an interesting move with how well Cleveland Heights has been doing down low in the last couple of minutes to go with no height.
And Jackson goes 2 for 2 from the line. Gets that lead back at the 3 points. 6:35 to go here in the game.
Go.
Hardy has the ball on the right side. He's been a one-man wrecking crew here in the second half.
Go, Hardy.
Wildcats could use a run of their own, and it starts right here with the stop.
Hardy, you got to put the squad on your back, put them on your
Hardy.
business.
We'll give it off to Lawson.
Y'all move that ball. Look like y'all want it.
Tigers now just trying to wait for the Wildcats to slip.
Wildcats playing like a machine right now.
Up on defense. Carter Jackson pokes that one away. He's got the ball in his hands. He tries to bounce pass it away. It looked like the efforts. A waste of a turnover there. Hardy for 3. Knocks it down, and we got ourselves a tie ball game.
Let's go, Hardy. Let's go.
Timeout called by Cleveland Heights.
Let's go, Heights House. Let's go.
Unbelievable.
Crazy turn of events in the 4th quarter.
Let's go. Big Hardy.
His lead was 11, I think at 39 to
the
28.
boys from Cedar and Lee came to play too.
So an 18-7 run. And that was a shot that should not have gotten up. C.J. Little, he was in no man's land. He had to commit one way or the other, and he just didn't.
Carter Jackson.
Oh, Carter, sorry.
Yeah.
Looks like Sorry, with about 20 minutes ago, last update we got was halftime. Sylvania Northview is leading Lima Senior 28-26.
Can't worry about that game yet. We got to win this one.
Just a little update to see who the winner of this one will be facing.
Pontiac will get it into Little. Hopefully Little can provide sort of a calming presence as far as the ball handling goes.
Oh, that's what y'all on?
Give it to Efforts at half court.
Yeah, haven't seen much of him offensively tonight.
Who we got out
Those
there?
Cleveland Heights players playing a lot more aggressive defense now than they were a couple minutes ago.
Lawson out there.
For good reason, too.
Great
Shamarian
find.
Hardy. It's a huge basket there from Efforts. Just snuck past the defense in the back door, and Buckner found him.
Yeah, John just caught him sleeping on defense.
I thought he
Easy
was
backdoor
going.
cut for him.
I thought Hardy was going. Come on, move that ball.
That's the kind of play C.J. Little gets away with all the time.
yeah,
Is it a
put that
foul?
heel in.
It's not. It's close.
That's
That
heel,
time he gets
yes,
called.
sir. Let's go, Hill. Big senior.
Get the inbound into Hardy. I can imagine he's going to be taking the majority, if not all, the shots on offense for Cleveland Heights throughout the remainder of this game. Or he wants to, at least. Pulls way back there. Rebound Buckner. We'll say Lawson fouled Ace. He brought down the board.
I'll take better one. Yeah, get on, coach. I'll take better one than that.
That third line is the NBA line, and he was about 4 steps behind him. He really will shoot it from anywhere.
Wildcats don't leave much open outside the 3-point.
Yes, he will. That's the Curry effect. The Curry effect is official.
Little with it up near the half-court line. Gives it off to Jackson. Pass a little bit wide, but Carter brings it in. Pontiac drives baseline, loses footing. And then a timeout's going to be taken by Coach Cam.
Let's go.
That's a First Federal Lakewood timeout. The St. Ignatius Broadcast Network is brought to you by First Federal Lakewood. First Federal Lakewood is rooted in the communities they serve and has supported the personal and business banking needs of its customers since 1935. Visit ffl.net to learn more.
Go.
Wildcats bringing back in CJ. A little bit of a height disadvantage for anyone guarding him.
Ooh,
That's
that boy
tipped away
down
by
there
Duncan
big.
Buckner luckily brings it in. Near
Right.
the Golden Flash
Feel
logo.
extra little down there. It's all good. There you go.
Buckner goes over to Yarian. Yarian kicks up top. Efforts pulls from deep. Huge.
Let's go.
Misses the shot. Jackson gets the putback.
Good.
Wow.
Good back. Wow. That was huge right there.
Don't
Come
know
on,
how
y'all.
that shot went through the rim, but
go.
somehow just the right amount of spin on it to get it to fall. Steele under the free throw line.
What foul
Drives
at?
right on Yarian and gets his own rebound.
Hey, don't get no foul or good. Go eat.
Yeah, but it hasn't been Hardy scoring the ball. It's been Steele. Got to keep your eyes on both of them.
That's a rebound
Come on,
after the missed
woo.
shot that CJ's got to bring down.
No
Yeah,
open
absolutely.
threes. No open threes.
Little drives to the basket. Gets
Get
blocked
that out
hard.
of here.
Yarian right there to pick it up. Efforts or open for the three. Goes in and out. John just cannot find that
Let's
outside
go.
shot.
Let's go. Let's
Steele
eat.
to the basket as well. Taken away in stride by Buckner. And the Cleveland Heights basketball here with 3:19 to go in the fourth.
Let's go.
Hardy will inbound down to our left.
Yeah, it's a really big defensive possession here for the Wildcats. Really need a stop.
Hardy gets it into Duncan.
Can't let him
Get a
take the
bucket.
lead.
Let's go, Hardy.
I think
Mamba mentality.
selling out to stop the three might be more important than anything.
Hardy going to work on Yari and shoots it. That shot's way off the mark. Last touch by Steele.
Key check to say the least.
All right, get on him. Come on, man.
He shook Yari, and he had that shot open.
Yeah, that was the exact matchup.
Expecting it, Hardy, but come on.
CJ with the mismatch on Hardy.
Must not be a big-time player.
Had that boy.
Bold.
Jackson whips it into Little. Little's going to be picked up by Lawson. Little has the ball poked away from him. Regains the basketball.
Good defense.
Little's handles, I don't know what
Good
it is, but they
defense.
haven't looked as sharp
Good
as they usually do,
defense.
especially when he's coming down the floor. Of course, he does have about a pound of tape.
Let's go,
in his
let's
right hand,
go.
or left hand, excuse me. Doesn't help either. Effort
From the corner.
Oh,
Reynolds
he's
in and
been
out.
robbed of that one.
Oh, how did I not call
Carter
one
Jackson.
there?
Come on
Sitting on the
now.
putback machine these last two games.
That's how we got 24 a couple games ago.
Oh,
Come on
you
now.
can feel the momentum changing
Turnover,
just a little
rough.
bit each possession.
Crunch
It's
town,
not
baby.
totally for the Cats yet, but imagine what a three could do for the Wildcats on this next upcoming offensive possession.
It'll be Wildcat basketball after the Tiger turnover here with 2:22 to go in the fourth quarter. Wildcats lead 52-48. Will be a timeout taken by the Wildcats.
Get him right, Coach Brim. Get him right.
That is, of course, a First Federal Lakewood timeout. The SIBN is brought to you by First Federal Lakewood. First Federal Lakewood is rooted in the communities they serve and has supported the
Good game.
personal and business banking needs of its customers since 1935. Visit ffl.net to learn more.
Wonder who won them other games tonight.
A lot of discussion going on in both these teams' huddles right now.
Very curious to see what Cam drew up offensively for this play.
The Wildcats have 2 full
my God,
timeouts
dude.
remaining. Tigers have 2 fulls and a 30 left to use in this fourth quarter.
Duncan.
Yarin will be the inbounder here for the Cats. Gets it into Little. Little takes his time getting it past half court.
Get a stop.
Gets
That's
to
the
Buckner.
stop.
Buckner has it
That's
poked
the
away.
stop.
Duncan right to the
Let's
basket.
go. Let's go.
Ace was interfered with, to say the least. Had no shot to get to that pass. Wildcats lead now to 2 points, 52 to 50. A minute 48 in the fourth quarter. Efforts with it up top.
Yep, smart by John. Just
John's
dribble that
just-
clock. Just dribble it out.
That was a horrible
playing with
mismatch
that
for
clock,
John.
huh?
Gotta milk some clock.
He trying to dribble it. Oh.
We'll
Draw
get,
foul there from Duncan.
we'll get Deshaun Hill.
This could still be a less than
Duncan.
one possession lead for the Wildcats. I mean,
hurts.
we got to score here, no doubt.
Wildcats are now on the bonus. CJ Little at the line.
Little's free throw doesn't go. Rebound Lawson.
And this is big here. Wildcats need a stop.
Hardy crosses half court. He's guarded by Little.
And I feel like Hardy's definitely just gonna look for that three.
Takes out Yarin, kicks out corner, wide open. Shots long, rebound CJ Little. He brings it down over Steele.
What a big miss.
Jackson drives to the lane, gets blocked and the foul. And a whole lot of arm was Rondell Pollard. Team for the foul is going to be assessed to Jaden Lawson. Carter Jackson will head to the free throw line once again. It's the 8th team foul for the Tigers. Wildcats only with 4.
That foul on the shot, so we'll have 2, not just a 1-and-1.
Big make there from Carter.
Saponiak heads over to the scorer's table. He'll get set to check in as Jackson nails them both. Gives the Wildcats a 54-50 lead.
Go.
No Rondell Pollard right now for the Tigers, who's shaken up a couple minutes ago. Pollard's mid-ranger doesn't go.
There we go.
Yep.
Cats ball.
The hesitation move by that referee was elite, let me say.
These turnovers.
He
That
waited
was
like 5
crucial.
seconds to save
That
the possession,
was
who the ball was going
crucial.
to.
Added to the drama.
That turnover was
kidding.
crucial.
All right, so Cats ball up 54-50 with 54.1 seconds left. What do we want to see on this possession?
Run clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
How long does Cleveland Heights let it go down until?
I think they foul him right away.
Yeah, probably.
They're probably going to.
Unless they try and trap it in the back court.
Yeah.
Once they cross half, they foul right away.
I'd say exactly that.
But yeah, if you're Cam, you got to sub in your best free throw shooters right now. Just saw AJ Fletcher check in and CJ a little right now.
At this point in the season, I mean, JB Brummer's a very good head coach for the Tigers. He's brought them all the way to the regional semi. It's not an easy thing to do. He has to know the free throw shooting of the Wildcats. I feel like a lot of teams have to at this point.
Man,
The
it's
stats
rough.
are out there. The film is out there for sure at this point in the season. So like you said, Jack, best free throw shooter's got to be on the floor right now.
And that's tough because CJ Little, he's one of our best ball handlers and one of the best guys at breaking the press. But he's not one of our best shooters.
You have to imagine that's why CJ's not out there right now. The 5 on the floor for the blue and gold will be Braden Saponiak, Ace Buckner, AJ Fletcher, Carter Jackson, and John Efforts. So 54.1 seconds to go. Saponiak will inbound, gets it into Jackson. Jackson splits the defenders, nearly loses the basketball. Gets out of it. Buckner down the lane.
Bang!
Off the glass and in. Ace Buckner. What a find there from Jackson, able to keep that basketball in his hands. So Hardy with it up near the Golden Flashes at half court, pulls over Saponiak. Shot takes a lot of backboard, but no rim. And then Buckner takes off down the floor and is fouled from behind.
The Wildcat bench is excited right now.
Ravel Duncan will check back in. He'll sub in for Lawson.
Wildcats 33 seconds away from a trip to the Elite Eight in the 2022 OHSAA playoffs.
Turnovers killed them Tigers.
56-50, 33.3 on the clock. Ace Buckner will head to the free throw line
Let the Cats run wild.
for the 1-and-1. Buckner cans the first.
3 possessions now, 7 points.
And after 3, Lima Senior leads Sylvania Northview 45-40. So if results from both of these games hold, it's going to be the Wildcats against Sylvania Northview, who they had a very tough time against earlier in the year.
We said Lima was ahead, right?
Yes, by 5. Sorry.
Okay, I just want to make
yeah.
sure.
Wow.
Yeah, they still have a few of those guys from last year that were, you know, some of the top guys in the state. We locked them down pretty well and ended up beating them last year, but obviously it's a whole new ball game this year. But of course, got to get through this game first. Still 30 seconds to go.
Carter Jackson nearly with the steal, but instead gets called for the foul, so Cleveland Heights will get the chance at the inbound once again. Pollard streaking down the floor. He'll look to drive, kicks it out to Duncan instead. Duncan, ball poked out of his hands.
Oh.
They're going to say that's Cleveland Heights basketball.
Wow.
I'm with you, Jack.
Looks like he bobbled it out of bounds. It didn't even look like, I don't know.
18 seconds now on the clock here in the fourth quarter.
Bucket. Let's go.
Deshaun Hill,
Bounds.
back heel, steps out of bounds. So 14.5 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. The St. Ignatius
Damn.
Wildcats lead 57-50. Go over to Buckner, and the Tigers will foul here with 12 seconds on the clock.
And that puts them in the double
Might be
bonus.
it.
Buckner's going to head to the line,
Wildcats is moving
shoot
on.
2 free throws.
Great season for the Tigers. Great season for the Tigers.
And Buckner can't get the first attempt from the line to fall. We'll have
A lot
one
of
more
people
upcoming
ain't
here.
even
12
expect
seconds
y'all to
remain on the clock.
Get this far.
Cleveland Heights still has 2
They
timeouts
thought
remaining.
y'all was out of here that last game.
He's going to let him play it out.
Deshaun Hill down the floor, gets it off to Hardy. Hardy's going to go for the guaranteed points, goes down low for the layup. 5 seconds on the clock here in the fourth quarter. Never stopped. They'll get it into Jackson.
There it
And
is.
the Wildcats are going to go home a winner here in the regional semifinal. They take down Cleveland Heights 58-52.
Much
It
love
was
to
an
the
up and down game,
Wildcats.
especially in the second half. Tigers gave the
Heartbreaker
Wildcats
for
all they
my
could handle.
Tigers.
Ultimately, St. Ignatius pulls away in the end. They go home a 58-52
Industry
winner.
sports.
Wildcats on
Holywood
the
Yellow.
longest win streak of the
Check
season.
it
They're at
out.
5 right now.